Sorry. Oh, you're good.
And good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here at Signature Esports. Pleasure to have you here with the RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development League, the Wheelman Series, where you would have guessed that these guys have been driving for ages because they're absolutely tearing it up out here. 410 sprints this week at Kokomo Raceway, Kokomo Speedway out of Kokomo, Indiana. A great little track history. I wanted to look it up and get a little bit more knowledge about what was going on here. This track was developed in 1947 by Albert Miller and John Rose, and along with former Indianapolis track builder and promoter Ted Everroad, they opened the facility with the intent of becoming becoming only a midget track. And look at it now, they run all kinds of things over there. So super awesome development stuff, and you know they've gone through some changes, some repavements, and some restructured. Most recent track champion over at Kokomo is Justin Grant. Dean Kenzie, good to see you out there, my friend. I hope you're having a fantastic evening. That's 2017 Justin Grant. It's according to the website over there. So absolutely fantastic drive off for him. Tony Elliott still holds the distinction of being the winningest driver in history of the track and has bagged over 60 sprint car and A main wins. Veteran Bob Kinzer has officially garnered 57 wins, while David Darlin has found victory lane over 50 times. Former track champion John Stanbro has captured in excess of 30 wins at the track in the last several years alone, is well on pace to eclipse Elliott's mark. So all good things come from Kokomo, and we're going to be here tonight with the RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development League 410 sprints. Now, they alternate each week, 410 sprints to big blocks, and so we enjoy that quite heavily. we're just going to have some fun. Just going to have some fun. See, let's look where we're going to be at. We're here at Kokomo this week. They're going to be at Charlotte in the big blocks next week. That's going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to have the 35 lap feature where caution laps do not count, and they will have cautions in the feature. The heat races, well, they won't have any cautions. They're going to run straight through them. So it's going to be a great race. We love dirt racing. We had the Real Racing Online Series finish up their first season last night. RYCO into their fourth week here and enjoying what they're doing. We spoke with Ken Byron last week. And I tell you what, they have some good things. I think it was Casey Foote that was listed on there. Ken getting in there, letting us know what's going on with RYCO-motorsports.com, what they're doing over there, where their pants are going through their setups, which I actually purchased one of their setups and got myself some top 3 finishes this week at Stafford. That was a lot of fun in the modified, so that was awesome to see. Not only that, but here in season 2, RYCO Motorsports becoming a part of as an official partner with iRacing, so they're gonna have some stuff out there for you. You're gonna be able to check that out here in a couple of weeks when season 1 ends in the 2021 season. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Lots of good things coming, and we're just getting started. That's for darn sure. 2021's been very good to us. Thank you to everybody out there that refers everybody to us. We've kind of pretty much filled up our schedule. We broadcast every single day, from the Signature E NASCAR Cup Series to RYCO on Mondays. We've got Cars and Trucks Series tomorrow and Wednesday, so they're going to get back into it. Man, we're just getting busy, and it's nice. It's a whole lot of fun. All right, heat race. Starting grid for heat race number 1. Crum is going to be the pole sitter. He was the fastest in practice. I'm sorry, the fastest in qualifying. So he's going to be the outside pole sitter. Jeremy Prey is going to be there on the in the 117. He's going to be there on the outside pole position. Casey Foote in the number 10 is going to be there in row number 3. And Joshua Hart, in row number 2 and 3rd spot. And Joshua Hart's going to be there in 4th place. In that number 58, Joe Garcia out there. Garcia Racing, the 114. We've seen him be fast. And when it comes to what they do with the big blocks that drive very heavily, in these 410 sprints, I tell you what, they are definitely a handful. And you've got to be able to wheel them and adjust on the fly and make sure that what you're doing helps your cause. Because, man, oh, man, these things are fast. Hunter Crum's going to be there. And it kind of gives you a different set of circumstances here, because you can be really good in the big blocks and maybe 410 sprints your thing. Crum gets a good green flag start right there, gets into the corner a little shallow right there. Look how hard they turn. Kokomo is not a very big track. 9 laps to go. Everything's going to be super fast. Big old dang old runs coming from everybody. Jeremy Prey's trying to close the distance now that he's got his foot in the gas pedal, but Hunter Crum running. Casey gets around just a little bit right there. Comes back to it, and now Crum still rolling. 7 laps to go. Heat race number 1. And he is 2 seconds out in front of the field. He's got something dialed in. The track conditions are right, and we're going to see how this makes it stick and hold on right here. 6 laps to go. That is a huge backstretch run. I am digging what they're doing here. Holding on to the corner. There is the 28. Nighttime is the right time at Kokomo. And it's not Aruba. It's not Jamaica. I promise. These guys are having fun out there, just wheeling it. Jeremy Prey in second, 3 seconds off the leader. Battle for 4th and 5th going on right here. Here's a nice little slide job coming up from Garcia. Oh, man. Casey Foote went around, and now there goes your race leader. A little reset for Hart. Foote went around just a little bit right there, and Hart had nowhere to go. 2 laps to go. He's going to come around, take the white flag here at Kokomo. Inside line for Crum, 2.28 seconds. Catching back up. That's how fast you can catch these guys as they get around. He's going to take the checkered flag here with some breathing room and a little bit more. Crum wins heat race number 1. Brady's going to come over second. Garcia, then Foot and Hart. A quick recap of the race results. Not coming up right there. There it is. All right, here's the race information that we've got right here. Kokomo, another heat race coming up right here. All should go to the feature just because of the field size that we have here. It is a 1/4 mile track, and it's just, dude, it is such a tough, tight track right there. Good little dirt oval, 65-degree track temperature right now, matches the air temperature. The overcast skies, you can't really tell that they're out there, but they are doing phenomenal. Here's the starting grid for you. Heat race number 2, Ryan Frug is going to be there with Adam Keating. Evan Duffy, Don Lavallee, and the number 87 is going to make up row number 2. Scott Van Vossen's back out there. Good to see you guys out there tuning in. Thank you very much to everybody and watch it. Where's Ye? Oh, yes. Ye is not in this one. They're going to be back here in 2 weeks with the RRO, but RYCO, part of it. I need to get he and Wooly in here. I think they're both right there at the. I know Wooly's eligible to run it as far as iRating goes, but I think might be, his iRating might be too high. We'll have to take a look at that. Pace truck dives off the pit road. Little 10-lap shootout coming up right here. Second heat race, green. There they go. Fred / Barney, however you want to call him. I guess I'm that way I don't get myself in trouble. I might have to start calling him Barney. But we do have Fred the Flagman t-shirts for sale out there because it just flows easier for me. Barney is the iRacing, technically the name for the iRacing flagman, according to iRacing, but I've always called him Fred because, I just didn't do the research. Krug, Keating, Duffy, Lavallee, Van Vossen. Keating, he's got something dug into that track right now because he is right there on the tail end of the 65. Nose cam coming up. Here is what it looks like for Adam Keating as he comes around. Oh, there is the 65 of Frug. He's diving into the inside. He's trying to whip it around. 65 of Frug looks like he's going to be holding on for dear life. There's the back camera. 5 laps to go. All that dirt being thrown. How dry the dirt oval is right there. 5 to go. As you see it, 4 to go now. They came around, took the start finish line right there, but look at all of that spray coming off, and we know that how they dive into the corner. Watch how sideways these guys are at 30 to 45 or 30 to 40 degree track states, and they are rolling. 2 laps to go for Ryan Frug as he pulls a full second out over Keating. Keating had a big battle right there. Frug wins heat race number 1. Keating, Duffy, Lavallee, Van Vossen. That'll be where they stick. That'll be heat race number 2 in the books. They're going to go and they're going to warm up for the feature. And I'm going to take a vocal pause for a moment, and I'll be right back with you. Keep watching. They're going to get excited. if you're looking for somebody to listen to about dirt racing, make sure that you talk to Dean Kinsey out there. He knows what he's talking about. Good to see you out there chatting it up, Dean. Thank you very much. We're going to get back to racing. The warm-up's about to be done, and they are ready to rock and roll for the feature. These guys are fast, very fast. Be some adjustments made in the warm-up, trying to get some things figured out here. 5 minutes to try to understand what's going on. Oh, man, oh, man. All right, back at it again. Kokomo, the heat races, they are on once again. Hunter Crum is going to be your pole sitter here, and Ryan Frug is going to be there in road on the outside row one. So the two heat race winners, there they are. Jeremy Prey, Adam Keating, they both were fast. We knew that Keating was super fast in the second heat race right there. So we're going to see how this is going to work together. Some adjustments definitely made. You can see by the way practice was going. Joe Garcia is going to be there in row number 3 with Evan Duffy. AC Foot, the number 10 is going to be there with Dan Lavalley, as Joshua Hart and Scott Van Vossen are going to make up row number 5. 10 drivers in the feature, 35 laps. Cautions are going to be there. And we are going to have a whole lot of stinking fun here as we move on. Man, oh man, I'm excited. Super excited. Super, super, super. Alrighty. I hope you're having a fantastic evening out there. My name is Jason. I am with Signature Esports. This is the RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development Series and Dirt Development League, the Wheelman Series. For Ted Sprints, Kokomo's been a thrill, very fast-paced and very, very fun, very interesting to see these folks go. Pace Truck's going to bring them around, and they're going to get back to green flag racing right here for the feature. Caution laps will not count. Keep that in mind. All the laps need to be ran under green flag conditions, and so that's the way it is. So, man, oh man. Remember to go to ryco-motorsports.com for all your setups and paint needs out there. RYCO setups are king, and they do have some great setups out there, in my opinion. Lap 1 underway. Everybody highline and try to stick to the middle. They are running. There they go. Hunter Crum's going to be out front. Ryan Frug is going to be chasing him down. 65 was very fast in his heat race, but Crum gets a big jump and is way out there. Track condition is going to be a big factor as they continue to move forward. Here is Garcia utilizing that highline run. He's going to be there, 114, trying to get to the inside of Keating. He's going to do that, make that pass on the inside. Line job coming. He's going to slide up right there in front of the 3 of Keating. Frug, Prey's going to be there as well in third. But I tell you what, Garcia is on a move. He is trying to get there. The 3 slide job pulled up. The 76 could be right behind him. That's Duffy. Crum 1.7 seconds out in front of the field. Ryan Frug in second, trying to hold on to second place. Jeremy Prey moving as they continue to get down into a whole lot of, man, they are just going to be fun. Man, oh man, look at them roll. 6 laps in, 7 laps in, fast-paced action, Kokomo Raceway. Crum getting around the 60 of Van Vossen to put him a lap down, but he is utilizing that highline run. I tell you what, they are learning a lot, because last week when we started the 410 sprints, they had quite a few cautions very early on, and then they got back into the swing of things. And I tell you what, this week a completely different story. Hunter Crum, 2.6 seconds, pretty much virtually walking away with it. Battle right here going on for third and fourth. 60 right there. It does look like Joe Garcia getting around lap traffic and separating himself from Prey. He's going to be there trying to get to the inside of the 65 now. This is the guy moving through the field, trying to pass drivers, and doing a fantastic job of getting it. 25 laps to go here at Kokomo with the RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development League. as you see Garcia has figured something out. Middle line run, 65 utilizing the high line. Another guy moving. There he is. There's Casey Foote in 7th place. He started back there just a little bit, and now he's up one spot. He's trying to get around Evan Duffy right there. Evan Duffy, the 76, or Evan Duffy there, the 76. Casey gets around and pulls a slide job. 76 there to the inside, outside line. High, low. That is where they go. KC is going to be there in 6th, moving. Adam Keating, the guy he's chasing next. Keating trying to get to the 117 of Prey, trying to pull some of those positions back. He was fast in his heat races. Oh, Casey Foote goes around. Caution, going to come out. We'll take a look and see what happened here. It's in. Oh, stalls. Oh, and nowhere for Joshua Hart to go, the 58. Just stalled right there in the middle of the track. Everybody else going around. So there's the 117. Back to live we go. They are pacing around. Hunter Crum is going to be your race leader. Here he is. 20 laps to go. We're going to be ready to rock and roll here very shortly. Man, oh man, oh man. Back at it, green from the flag man. There he goes. A little different line now. Garcia gets a big head of steam from there. We'll take a look at the big far cam. This is the trackside camera. You're going to see turn 1, turn 2. There's all these. Just look at the congestion. Crum gets a big run. Garcia moves himself up in a second. He's trying to battle with a 65 there. Inside line run for the 114. 65 has a better head of steam. He's just whipping it into the bottom corner right there, not carrying very much right. Oh, man. Look at him. Oh, side-by-side racing. You got to love this kind of stuff. When you say off like a progress, you really mean it. Crum through Garcia. That's going to be the top 3. Some battling going on between Prey and Keating. There is Jeremy Prey right there trying to hold on with the 117 outside line. Keating to the inside. And now it looks like they are continuing a good streak of racing. Crum out front, 2.5 seconds. Got one heck of a jump. Couldn't ask for a better. From Frug, Garcia, Prey, Keating. It is an amazing race so far. The best battles going on right now. For 2nd and 3rd, that was a lot of. Oops, Scott Van Vossen goes around. And that's going to be 2nd caution of the race. But, man, I tell you what. I think the hardest part about it is when they stall. Oh, he was stalled in the 65. Like he had nowhere to go. Stalling's the hard part. Because when you stall, you just stick yourself down. There's nowhere to go. Hunter Crum, Ryan Frug, Jeremy Prey. There's Jeremy Prey right there in the 117. Garcia there as well. They were back and forth. Garcia's highest 2nd in that last little stint that they had. But now you just got to really time it. Lights are off on the pace truck. It's going to dive off into pit road here in just a moment. We're going to go back to green flag racing. The jumps that Crum is getting are just perfect. W_Pierce, good to see you out there on Twitch. I do appreciate you. I do appreciate you. Back at it we are. Green, green, green. As now, there goes Hunter Crum through Garcia. That's going to be 1, 2, and 3. The battle back here. There's another battle going on. We were talking about battles before. 65 utilizing the high line. They're 4 wide. 3 wide now. Into the corner. Turn 2. Inside being fruitful for everybody. The 114, 117, and 3. This is a huge compliment to the driver's skill to hold on to it. There's Jeremy Frey Garcia trying to move his way forward, but Keating getting around. Kading getting around. That's Adam Kading right there. He is in the number 3 410 sprint. Getting a little bit around, gets a little bit loose. I say a little bit loose, I mean a little bit more loose than what he should be. Inside, oh, there, he's holding on to it. Garcia is going to clear that pass, and now Garcia to third, Frug to second, 3 seconds off of race leader Hunter Crum. As you see the number 28 coming around to make it 7 laps to go. Look at that high line run. Garcia. Here's the look at what that outside line is doing. There's the difference on with lap traffic. With this is Hunter Crum, your race leader. The feather in the throttle, got to go around, going around some traffic. Being patient. Throttle control is a big deal. 5 laps to go here at Kokomo for RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development League. The series of all series here on Monday nights for Dirt Series Racing. And it's been a lot of fun. 4 laps to go, and these guys have been fun. I mean, literally, I enjoy I like dirt racing. I just like it a lot. Hunter Crum's going to take it 3 laps to go. 5.7 seconds out in front of Frug. Battle for third again, Garcia and Prey. 117, 114. They just can't decide who's going to be in third. This is going to be the biggest battle coming to the end. Little bit of lap traffic. Oh, caution. We're going to have ourselves a green, white, checkered. 10 goes around. The thing, you turn it to, if you just turn it that 10 degrees too hard, and there it is. Well, that just shakes things up for a green, white checker. Hunter Crum, Frug, Garcia, Prey, Kading is going to be there. That's going to make up your top 5, 4, 5 drivers. Crum, Frug, Garcia, Prey, Kading, then Hart's. Back at it, green, white, checker. They're ready to go. Crum gets that huge starter that he always does and does a fantastic job doing it. 65 for Frug, the closest he's been in a few laps. Trying to give it just a little bit more. Crum's going to come around, take the white flag here at Kokomo as RYCO E-Performance Dirt Development League's just that much. Oh, man, just look at that slide all the way around. He's happy to take the checkered flag. Frug going to take away the second place from Garcia as they were battling it out there at the end. Garcia comes home third. Prey in fourth. Kading in fifth. Lavalley, Hart, Duffy, Foot on the pit road as Van Vossen's going to be in 13th. Big O congratulations to Hunter Crum. He is up there celebrating as the fireworks go off here at Kokomo Raceway. Look at that. Enjoying it. He says parked it. Good little series today as Kokomo in the books. 410 sprints. Now we're going to be back with Charlotte next week. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. Let's bring in third place Joe Garcia. He's going to be your third place finisher this evening. Tell us how your race went. And I tell you what, buddy, it was a fantastic race. I did enjoy seeing you guys battle real hard there for third, fourth, and fifth. And you came away with, after that green, white, checkered, with a fantastic victory.
Thanks a lot. This race was rough. It's one of my worst tracks out there. I don't like this track at all. I didn't even think I was going to finish tonight. To come out third was awesome. To battle with Jeremy and Ryan and Adam, that was the most hard battling I've ever had going on this season so far. So I have to take them for definitely keeping it clean, though. It was a rough race.
Definitely, I know that you only had a couple of cautions. It just seemed like whatever setup Hunter had was just, he was going to get that jump and he was going to continue to move forward. You guys still raced very clean, and we talk about it every week about this being a dirt development league, but you guys drive like you've got. I hate to say it this way, but you drive like you have some common sense. Tell us how the league has been for you over the last 4 weeks since it started, and as you move on to Charlotte with the big blocks next week, what you can expect there.
This league is awesome. To start off the league with a win with the big blocks, that definitely put confidence in me to really try this league out and actually go for it. And for all of us guys here, I mean, it's a development league, but we all race clean and hard. Like, it's pretty awesome to have this cleaner racing with these guys. This is the best league by far that I'm in. And big blocks are my suit. Sprint cars, not so much. I mean, I used to drive sprints until the big blocks came out. But I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to Charlotte. And I think me and Jeremy are either tied or I have them by a couple points in the actual point standing. So I mean, I love having close battles like this.
Well, it just goes to show that if you are good at one discipline, you can learn another discipline. Where that other guy is good at that discipline, he can learn your discipline. And you guys have that battle, that camaraderie going back and forth as well. So it's always good competition to see the point standings battle back and forth like that.
Yeah, I'm loving having this close of a battle with Jeremy and gonna be Ken. I don't know how he's doing, but I mean, to go back and forth in a points championship it makes it an awesome season.
Now, so far you're doing pretty darn good. A win and a P3 finish in. At Kokomo, and I hear a lot of people just don't like Kokomo because it's so small.
Yeah, it's a terrible track. It's by far one of the worst tracks out there.
All right, my man. Well, congratulations on P3 today, and we'll definitely be talking with you again.
Sounds good. I'd like to give a shout out to Vector for sponsoring me, Heartbreaker Designs for doing all my wraps on my cars, and Garcia Racing. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here today.
Absolutely fantastic. Congratulations, Joe, and we'll see you next week at Charlotte.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Joe Garcia finishes third today, and he did so with huge battles going on in his series. So very, very big congratulations to him. As now we're going to bring on, I was waiting for Ryan, but I've got Hunter Crum. Hunter Crum, your race winner today, the 28. You had a setup of all setups because that run that you get on the start, you're 2.5 seconds in front of the field before 2 laps by. Tell us how your race went, other than, of course, the win, and give us a little insight on what it was like to drive 410 sprints at Kokomo.
Yeah, I honestly, I heard Joe say that he honestly does not like this track, but this is one of my favorite tracks. Kind of a bull ring, at least for 410, especially in a midget. It's super fun. But yeah, that race went well. In turn 1 and 2, I had to definitely baby it a lot more than I had hoped because I could not see the cushion. So I had to just back it in there because I didn't want to hit the wall and junk it while leading. So I've done that too many times. But that whole race with Joe and Ryan there, I knew I had to get good starts when I had to, and I was able to, so that definitely helped. And then I just from there had to keep it out of the wall, which I hit a couple times, but I was able to keep going. But overall, I think it was a really fun race.
I tell you what, your rear nerf bar looks just fine. So. Definitely a good race. It was fun to see, and we're getting to the point where 4 weeks in. I asked the same question of Joe. Being a dirt development league, you've got 2 disciplines that alternate weeks. How is it driving in a league that runs? We've seen caution, a couple of the back-to-back caution type things like you see in any race, but you guys run fairly clean for being a development league.
Yeah, the whole league development portion is really cool thing to be a part of. And as you've seen from the couple races that have gone on, I'm definitely not a big block racer. I am absolutely terrible in those, but I'm finishing, so that's a win for me. Sprint cars are definitely my forte, but the big blocks are super fun. even though I'm battling for last. But the whole the league as a whole is definitely a really cool thing to be a part of, and is a great opportunity.
No, absolutely. It was the same thing that I said to Joe, that he's like, I'm really good at the big blocks and I don't like the 410 sprints. You're kind of the opposite. You know, I'm good at the 410 sprints and the big blocks. You know, it's where you make that points battle interesting, and where you can learn a new discipline and how to drive around these guys that are good with them, and they can learn something from you when it comes to how you're driving on your discipline and what you like the most.
Yeah, in the big blocks, I definitely am lacking in knowledge of what to do on the car because it's all foreign language to me. But in these cars, I feel like I can try and help a little bit, but I definitely don't know everything about these cars. But in the big blocks, I definitely really enjoy being able to get a little bit of help where I can, and try and follow people on the track, not only race line but also throttle control, because that's super different in that, and that's definitely what I'm struggling on the most. But that help is definitely a huge thing.
Well, you've got the big monster of Charlotte next week in the big blocks, so it's not quite USA, but it's definitely a big enough track to wheel those things around, and you're going to go fast next week at Charlotte in the big blocks.
Yeah, that's my goal. Hoping to at least finish the race in those big blocks.
Awesome, my man. All right, give you shout outs out there. I appreciate you. Congratulations on the win here at Kokomo, and we're going to move on next week, and we'll see how you do there.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks to Adam Kading for being in my ear that whole time, although he was in the race. Just trying to help as much as he can. And then Pit Logic, Competition Suspension, Wicked Cushion, Chance Chrome Racing, NOS Energy Drink, all those guys that all help out.
Awesome, man. All right, my man. Well, congratulations once again. A win for you here means good point standings, and move on to next week and try some more hands. We'll be back 2 weeks with the 410 sprints, and then you'll be able to try to dominate again.
Yeah. Thank you again for the broadcast.
Absolutely. Hunter Crum, going to be your race winner right here. Kokomo Raceway is in the books, and what a fun race it was. I dug it. Only 2 cautions, and they had a fantastic evening. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up for me for racing tonight. We've got a NASCAR break that we're going to be doing here in just a few, roughly about a half an hour. So we're going to get all set up for that. I'm going to be back again tomorrow night with the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series, and then we're going to have the car series on Wednesday. That's through the National Motorsports Simulation Association. So the NMSA giving us another season of racing. Thank you to those guys. Thank you to RYCO Motorsports. Make sure you go to ryco-motorsports.com and hook yourself up with some setups, some paints, and these guys are phenomenal. I deal with the owner, firsthand, and top-notch people when it comes to customer service. That's the kind of thing that you need. Make sure that you go and check them out. Make sure you look forward to them here in season 2. Or RYCO Motorsports partnering with iRacing. That's going to be a big step in the right direction. So good to see those guys doing some things with series racing. And of course, and always, make sure you tune in each and every Monday night for this great racing that you see right here. Next week, Charlotte Big Blocks, and man, oh man, I'm just super excited, super happy. Dean, you're awesome, my man. I will see you again very soon. We're having a good week this week. We're at Charlotte this week in the Cup Series, in Signature eNASCAR Series too. So you have to look out for that. Midwest Days of Thunder on Friday, and of course, and always, RYCO back here again next Monday night. I do love it. Thank you to Ken and all the staff over at RYCO Motorsports for being a part of the Signature Esports family. We appreciate all the dirt racing fans out there, and of course, all the iRacing fans. But more importantly, give us a like and follow on all the platforms, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, all Signature Esports. And make sure you give RYCO Motorsports a follow on their Facebook page. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and thank you to all the people that donate to the stream. We appreciate it. You guys help pay the bills, and I do love it. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Have a great evening, and we'll see you again soon.